Guys, just wanted to do a little quick video on the Facebook groups all the time, the bike groups. Constantly I see different questions on there that keep coming up. One of them is, should I have a pack on my bike and what should I have in it? So I'm just going to do this quick little thing of what I got in my pack. Doesn't mean it's what you have to have in your pack. Just, I'll tell you why I have it in my pack. So we're going to open this thing up. It's got a bunch of dirt spots on it today because I was on a rail trail yesterday. So the first thing I got in my pack is a first aid kit. First aid kits are great things to have. Everybody should have one in your kit. You're probably not going to save a life with this thing, but if somebody falls off their bikes, you know, got scrapes, bruises, whatever, you got antiseptic in here. You've got Band-Aids, you've got gauze, you've got different things that you can use. So very good idea to have a first aid kit. You really should have one in there. The other thing I have in my kit is a pump. I have patch kits, the whole 9 yards, we'll get to that, but I have this pump here. But this pump's coming out of my kit. Reason being, I have another guy out there, Dan at Eahbike Nation, he says, Gary, you gotta have a battery operated pump. I'm like, I don't need it. So I'm watching a video of his. He gets a flat tire. He runs over a stick. Sticks right through his tire on his bike. You would think the hole was huge, but it wasn't that big. When they took the tube off, there was a small hole in it. So anyways, he's, I don't know, 10 miles out away from his house, so he's got to go back 10 miles, and he's got a flat. He's smart enough. He's got one of these pumps. He's got a bag, too. Like I said, you got to have a bag. He... got slime on his, I don't carry slime, I have flat out in my tires. I do carry a tube if I'm going out that far, I carry a tube. If you, I was going to say if you see the video of the rail trail I did, but this will probably come out way before that video does. So, but I had a tube on that bike. I have a patch kit to start with, so I could put a patch in it. But quite honestly, if I'm out on a trail, I'm gonna, when I get home with that thing, I'm gonna put a brand new tube in that thing anyways. I'm not gonna run around with a patch on my tube. Not for the price of a tube, like, I don't know, $15 for a tube. It's getting a brand new tube. So I don't, my 20-inch bikes, the tube, the box for the tube is like this big. It's not a big deal to bring a tube for a 20-inch bike. My 26-inch Magicycle over there with 4-inch wide tires, the box is like this big. So, will I carry a tube on that bike if I'm going way out? I will. But the other thing with that bike is it's a street bike, okay? So when I take that thing out, I got my cell phone. My wife is home 99% of the times I'm out there on a bike. I'm gonna call her, I'm gonna say, hon, jump in my car. I got the rack on my car. And I'm gonna say, I'm on such and such a street, come get me. And I'm gonna throw the bike on there and go home. But I will throw a tube in the front basket if I'm going somewhere where maybe that option's not there. So I do have a spare tube for that bike. I got plenty of tubes around here. So anyways, he put slime into his tire. Slime is not a great thing. I think flat out's a lot better. Slime seems to have no chunkies in them. The flat out has some sort of I think it's Kevlar or something that they chop up and put in there. So when it gets to that hole, not only does the fluid start to seal it up, but this chunky stuff does. So I think it works much better. There's actually been tests out there. If you if you go on YouTube, Google, you can actually find a video of a guy that tried different things in the tires, and the flat out was the one to go with. I mean, he did tennis armor, the whole 9 yards. The flat out won out. The flat out was the one that at the end still had air in the tire. So anyways, he had one of these things. He put his slime in. He started riding. It went down again. He did it again. Kept going. Did it again. Did it again. I would not want to keep putting air on my tires with this thing. This thing takes, I don't know, 10 minutes to fill up a 20-inch bike tire. So you don't want to do it if you don't have to. So I now have this. It also has a light on it. You can charge your phone with the thing. Pretty handy thing to have in your bag. So the next thing I have is a toolkit in this bag. I've got everything. I don't even want to open it up, but I've got all kinds of stuff. I have a mid-drive bike. So I have the ability to break the chain on that thing. I have the ability to add links. I have the tool to pull a chain back together, because the mid-drive bike eats chains up, stretches them out, breaks them. So if you're out on a trail, you definitely want to have one of those. I'm not saying if you got a hub drive, you don't need that chain breaking tool or the chain tool to put it back on. If you have a mid-drive, you do. So you got to carry, you know, Allen wrenches, some wrenches that fit your wheels. Make sure you get the tire off your, the rim off your bike if you have to. So you want to have whatever size wrench that is in there. These Mickey Mouse little wrenches they give you, I got one in here, but it's not the greatest thing. Get a wrench. Go to Lowe's, go to Home Depot, whatever. Pick a wrench up, whatever size it is. Electric bikes are 17 millimeter. Pick one of those things up, throw it in the bag. I probably got one in here. I got a 15 millimeter. I don't know why I got that, but obviously there is a reason why it's there. So anyways, I have a lock in here, cable. I have a lock on the bike, but this is an additional, you've seen it. Bungee cords. Gotta have bungee cords on here. I carry my keys for the bike. This is multiple bikes, so I have multiple key chains. The alarm systems, which I've done a video on the alarm systems. This here, you're out on the bike, your pants keep getting caught in the chain or whatever. It happens every once in a while. I don't run this thing that often, but this thing here you can put on and tightens your pants up. Or if you're getting grease on them or whatever, this will keep the grease from getting on there. You'll see there's some spots on here. It's probably from when I use it and got grease on it. The other thing I have is a tire iron. So if I do have to take that thing off, I got a tire iron. I have little plastic ones in there, but this is a steel tire iron for the tougher tires. The other thing I carry in here is wipes, guys, wet wipes. I was out today, blew the chain off the bike, and got grease all over my hands, so I had wet wipes. So those are good. Tie wraps, big tie wraps. I was out on a cargo bike, kickstand fell off. Hey you guys with electric bikes, you know all about the kickstand falling off. Big tie wraps, tie wrap that thing up and limp the bike hump. I was 32 miles out when it fell off. The other thing I have in here, which you're gonna think is crazy, but this is a drop cloth, plastic drop cloth. I bought them on Amazon. You get them at Home Depot though. This is a 9x12 top. So you're out on a rail trail or whatever, or you're out on a street. You get a thunderstorm out of the blue and you're getting soaked, the bike's getting soaked. These are electric bikes, guys. They're not waterproof, they're water resistant. One thing you want to do is cover your screen. You know, I do have, I'm surprised it's not in this bag. It may be in this bag. I normally carry a bag that you can put over the screen. That's the one thing on the bikes that I've seen go bad a lot in rainstorms is the screen. So you should have a baggie that you can pull over your screen. Like I said, I don't understand why it's not in here. It's probably in my other bag over there. So have one of those on there, but I carry this drop cloth. So I can open this thing up. I can put it over the bike. I can go hide in the woods or whatever till the rain stops. Or it's a 9x12. I can get under it with the bike too if I have to. So I know it sounds stupid, but if we get a drenching thunderstorm out there, you might be happy that I recommend having one of these in your bags. And they're nice and small. If I put them on the bottom of the bag, hopefully I never have to use it. Haven't had to use one yet, but I've got it. So that's what's in my bag, guys. I didn't want to do a long video. Just wanted to go over this. Are there other things you can have in your bag? I'm sure people will comment on my thing saying, oh, you know what you need in your bag? And honestly, comment on it. And I'd like to know what you put in your bag because I might want it too, you know? So the valve stem remover too is a good thing to have. I have one in here. So if you're gonna carry flat out with you or something, you can have that. So Dan carries flat out now. He was carrying the slime because he didn't want to have to try to pull that tube out of that tire and patch it. So that's, he figured, you know, I'll throw that in, I get it home. It was a good idea. I got a patch kit. Honestly, I've done videos on how to, you don't even have to take the rim off the tire. I did it on a rear, because the rear is the real pain in the neck one to take off on these hub drives. I pulled the tube out of the tire, I patched it without even taking it off the bike. The video's out there. It's an older video. I'm embarrassed, but you know, I'll do another one sometime and make it better, whatever. So that's all I wanted to go over this bag, so I'll let you guys get on your way. Thanks for watching. Thank you for subscribing, the guys that are out there. And if you haven't subscribed, again, I do stupid stuff like this all the time. There's a lot of people out there that want to know, so subscribe to my channel. Give me a comment though, guys. Let me know what else I should have in my bag. Thank you.